Do you have a favorite ghost story? Ghost Atrociraptor, that is.
The new episode of Beyond the Gates came out and... Oh, it's the Atrociraptor. You know, the figure that was already showed at Comic-Con like 5 months ago. Great LOL. Since the quote-unquote reveal was only a single raptor, there isn't much to talk about this time around. The figure itself is hideous. The body sculpt is good, but it's completely ruined by that awful-looking head sculpt and paint. The lower jaw is completely off. In some pics, it almost looks passable, but the closer you get, the much worse it looks. And it has one of those terrible glass eyes that don't even work again, so it doesn't even have a pupil from most angles. Mattel, if you're watching, please get rid of these glass eyes. It's a dumb gimmick that nobody likes, and your figures would benefit not having them. I really am puzzled by this head sculpt. It's so bulbous looking for some reason, and that lower jaw is just horrible. It's a literal circle at the back. Please give HC figures normal jaws, Mattel. And yet again, every single joint on the figure is also a round orb. It's not hard to design a joint that isn't a literal ball. You did it with the 2018 Indoraptor, so what happened? Now getting into the paint, this figure looks so flat and boring. We have a whopping total of 19 thin little stripes across the whole figure. With 2 little pathetic marks on the legs, the hands have some gray lathered onto. At last, the nails are painted, except the dew claws because this is a Mattel product. They should really give these figures a dark wash. It'd make the details pop more and make the figures look less boring like Ghost. Compare this to the movie model of Ghost, with 24 stripes with dots around them. There's also a visible color dew claw, which is missing on the HC figure. This would have been the one time using a big, ugly cartoon dew claw would be acceptable. The head is also more streamlined and isn't nearly as round as on HC. While looking for references to Ghost design, I realized the HC one's head looks remarkably similar to the super colossal Ghost head. Mattel, did you really shrink that sculpt instead of just making a new one? You've got to be kidding me. Overall, this figure is very bad. And another thing, why do they keep using memes for Creator Edition? I thought it would either be a new creator per episode or one creator gets 2 videos. And no offense to memes, but this poster is kind of doo-doo. The Atrocious neck is sideways, and she isn't even running. Ghost is literally just sliding towards Owen on his bike, and it looks kind of silly. To cap off this video, I'd just like to say that I don't like being negative, and I don't like when these videos are just me complaining for 5 minutes. But when Mattel puts out this stuff that is between mid and garbage, what else am I supposed to do? I'm not going to remain silent or pretend like everything is perfect like everyone else. So to anyone who has an issue with me or this video, just know that you are part of the problem. We keep getting these bad products because you keep praising them, settling for mediocrity as Marco put it on his story. It's embarrassing to be part of a community that so blindly consumes everything that comes their way. Let's hope Mattel improves going forward. Thanks for watching.
You know your head looks like a dildo.